Feeling a little bit like trying to find my heart. Funny when I break it, a lifestyle dark. Honey when I break it, a tight flow spot. When a psycho drop, playing dice, go start. Oh, who are you? Better know yourself. Know your soul, gotta know your will. Slow your roll, get a hold, don't melt, and don't you fall. When I feel like hell, oh, who am I? M.I.E. I'm not the one you wanna fuck with. Late nights messing up my sleep, so I'm flustered. Taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. Writing, trying to get myself a lamb color trust for the game. Leave them hanging by a chain, click bang. Feeling rage, feeling fire in my brain, feeling insane. And it's always feel the flame, 45 till my brain, 3 and 4, please fail, no glory.
What's up, guys? It's your boy King Majin coming back at you guys with another video, and today it will be part 2 to what if a YardratIan was on Earth when Goku landed. I really like this series and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Note, power levels will get ridiculous in this, so if you like ridiculously high power levels that make sense, come at me. If you don't, again, come at me. But still, note this, you guys, I'm posting this in all my videos. I'm probably going to dedicate videos to this. I post Tuesday, Wednesday, and sometimes Thursdays. Today I've already put out Overlord, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But, without further ado, let's get into the video. Last we left off, Bulma had picked up the Scatter and said, guys, we're in trouble. She would then tell everyone about the Saiyans and how they're going to be coming to Earth. And afterwards, Yard would call them up to the lookout. Yard would then say, the Saiyans will be here within a year, and you all must train to fight them. But before that, I didn't cover Piccolo, Tien, and Chaozu's power levels, so here you go. Tien's power level would have went up by a lot. Chaozu, he would be the weakest one there. Not the weakest, one of the weakest. But his power wouldn't have, would have doubled from where he was at the last tournament. Piccolo will be at 1,200 because he's felt some of Goku's power, and he wants the train to be as strong as that, or stronger. But that's just power levels. Yard would tell them that they will have to go train, and he will have special training for the two strongest among you, being Goku and Ranch. Piccolo would be like, that little girl stronger than me? And she would say, what of it? Afterwards, Yard would then say, you two will be training with King Kai and a friend of mine in Otherworld. Goku would say, what's this friend? And Yard would say, you'll have to find out once you go. Goku would say goodbye to his family, and Ranch and him would leave for Otherworld. Afterwards, Yard would tell everyone that they will have to train together for the next year to prepare for the Saiyans. They will all agree and their training will commence. On their way, it will only take Ranch and Goku only a day or two to get to King Kai's. So yeah, they will arrive to King Kai. They would feel the gravity, but wouldn't be too much affected because they are much stronger. But they will get, the gravity would affect them, but not as much as it did Goku in the original canon when he first went to King Kai's planet. King Kai would come out saying, you must be the two training with me. And Goku would say, how'd you know? And King Kai would say, he came here to tell me about you guys. He would say, I am Zed. I am here to train you in my spirit control. And Goku would say, what do you mean by my? And he would say, I am a warrior, YardratIan, who practices duplication. Yard was a friend of mine. He saved my life more times than I can count. In return, he wants me... Yard wants me to help you guys further your spirit control, at least by a little. Goku would say, thank you. And afterwards, King Kai would say, well, let's begin. Oh wait, sorry. Overshot my thing. I believe his power level would be at least 50,000 because, well, the Ginyu Force's highest power level, I believe, was Ginyu at 120, and all the other Ginyus had at least power levels of at least 40,000. So I picture this YardratIan being pretty strong. So yeah, King Kai would say, "Let's begin your training." And they would all get serious for a moment, and King Kai would say, "First, tell me a joke." They would then trip over themselves, saying, "What?" Yard would say, not Yard, Zed would say, "I had to do the same thing." 11 months later. Over this time, the Earthlings, Saiyans, and Namekians would have gotten much stronger. The Earthlings would have stuck to training with themselves and would have got such big boosts in power. Yamcha would be at 3,520, Chaozu would be at 1,300, Tien would be at 6,570, Krillin would be at 4,816. Tien would have got a 900 times power boost because his potential. Not 900, a 9 times power boost because of his potential. Chaozu being the weakest and the least skilled fighter would have got the lowest boost. And I'm giving both the normal humans a boost of 8.6. This number 8.6 is coming from how Krillin grew in power in the original canon. From his power level of 106 at the end of Dragon Ball, at the start of Dragon Ball Z Kai, to when he fought the Saiyans with a power level of 1,770. That's at least 8.6 times as normal, because he was only training with the humans. So yeah. Yamcha's son, on the other hand, would have surpassed him, getting at least an 18 times boost in power, because he has no resentment towards Piccolo like the other humans and stuff like that, so he would be more willing to train with someone stronger. And the fact that Yamcha was stronger, I believe his son would have a higher potential than him. So, in this, Toby surpasses Yamcha. And if you guys have any ideas for names, I do not like saying Toby. Give me something else. Ugh. Gohan will got 20 times boost in power, putting him at 8,400. I'm sorry, I just got a notification. Ugh. It's gonna be the end of the video, but whatever. Okay. Piccolo would have got the lowest boost of them, with only a 10 times boost because he was training with people weaker than him. But over time, Gohan would get stronger to give Piccolo a real challenge. And he would get just, 12,000. Around this time, Launch would have done a little bit of training, just doubling her power from both her, transformations. She would have never done serious training because she knows she's not gonna fight, but she would at least stayed around with her son to fight with him, to bond with him more. Over this time, Ranch and Goku have grown up by a lot. They will have mastered the duplication technique, furthering their spirit control and making them even more powerful. They will have learned the Kaioken and Spirit Bomb as well. So, their power levels after this training will be this. I know these seem extremely high, but seriously, Vegeta got so powerful after Spirit Control. And trust me, I'm lowballing the multiplier here. Plus, Goku would have surpassed Zed, but with the duplication technique, you have clones equally as strong as you, so better training. And we can't forget this, their wrathful forms. Putting Goku at over 1 million and Ranch at 3 million, not 3 million, over 300,000. Note this, no one's ever seen Goku go into his wrathful form. Not even Gohan or Launch. So that should be noted. And their highest level of Kaioken, because they mostly focused on spirit control and mastering the Spirit Bomb, and Goku got her Ikari form, so their highest will only be 4. Still putting them at a decent amount, so yeah. If you're wondering why I'm not doing the math, it's because I don't want to put too much numbers on the screen, but yeah. They will have complete their training. King Kai will have said, "You are finished." Zed will have said, "You've done great. You've grown by leaps and bounds, and I'm pretty sure you can take down the Saiyans." At this time, the Saiyans will have arrived, like in the original canon, much earlier than expected. King Kai would then relay this to them and tell them they have to go now. The Earthlings would sense this and fly over to a wasteland, waiting for the Saiyans to come after them. The Saiyans will come, and Nappa will place all the Cybermen thinking that the Earthlings are weak. Yamcha will then wipe out all the Cybermen. easily, single-handedly. Nappa would be impressed, and then they would start to fight. Nappa being at least 4,000 would completely destroy Yamcha. But when he's about to do the killing blow, Krillin would come, kicking Nappa in the face, saving Yamcha. They would say, "Let's do this together." Now, Nappa would be extremely angry and come charging at them like a madman. Yamcha would use his Spirit Ball, knocking him at Krillin. Krillin would prepare a destructive disc. Then Vegeta, out of nowhere, would shoot a blast in Krillin's back. Krillin would then feel this, dodging out of the way slightly, but still being pushed back by the blast. It would then hit Yamcha as Krillin's dodging away from it, killing him in the process. Toby would be extremely mad. BTW, I hate that name, give me a different one, people. But Toby would be extremely mad, but before he even before he could even do anything about that, another blast would be coming at Chaozu. But out of nowhere, Ranch would step in, tanking it, like nothing had even happened. Ranch and Goku are now here to fight. They would then... Vegeta would then think, these Earthlings aren't half bad. Nappa, you're on your own. I won't save you again. Nappa would be begging Vegeta to help him because he knows that the Earthlings are too much for him at this point. But Vegeta would then think, Kakarot, I want to fight your brat. Goku would say, you think you can? Toby would then land saying, I want to fight too. Goku would say, no, this is my fight. Then Ranch and them would start arguing over who's gonna fight Vegeta. Vegeta would say, let's go. They will fly off. Like 10 minutes later, Piccolo would have gotten sick of this and eradicated Nappa. The Earthlings and Piccolo would then fly off. The battle would be like this. Goku, Ranch, and Toby would be playing rock, paper, scissors to see who fights him. Toby, still heartbroken over his dad and angry, would say, this is stupid. And Goku would say, yeah, Ranch, you fight him. Ranch would say, yes! I know this is a weird scenario, but just go with it. Toby would like, I want to avenge my dad. And Goku would say, you're not strong enough. These words would ring in Toby's ears, and he would then start to weep. He would then say, fine, and walk away. Fly away, in his case. The match with Ranch versus Vegeta would begin, with Ranch just completely owning Vegeta. Vegeta would get to the point, like in the original canon, when he's so mad, he wants to destroy the planet. Ranch would launch a Kamehameha, colliding with Vegeta's special beam cannon. I just said, Gallic Gun. Don't roast me for that. The two blasts would connect, with Ranch just overpowering Vegeta in the long run, sending him into the sky. Ranch would think she's won, and everyone would then come celebrating her. Afterwards, Ranch would be like, Toby, it's fine. Toby would be angry that he didn't get to do it himself, but he would understand. Out of nowhere, a giant Ozaru would come down, blasting a ki blast out of his mouth. This ki blast would be aimed at Goku, Gohan, and Toby. But out of nowhere, Piccolo would get in the way. He would die like in the original canon, but this time, Toby and Gohan are furious. Toby even more so, because he lost his father, and he lost his best friend, one of his best friends. Goku has had enough of this, going Kaioken times 2, getting a power level of 300,000. Yeah, 300,000. Taking down Vegeta. Goku would then go off to Piccolo trying to heal him, but it would have been too late. Vegeta would then call his space pod trying to escape. Toby would notice this, and getting a small... I know it's possible for a human to get a rage boost, though. I would say his power level will go up to at least 4,000. You might say that's too much, but Toby is a human with a very high potential, and I think his rage can unlock more of his power, like with Gohan, but on a smaller scale. You get me? So yeah, Toby would then come at Vegeta with everything he's got, but Vegeta, using the last of his power, would ball up ball up a ball of energy, dressing that 2 times fast, flashing everyone in the face, and getting to escape his Saiyan's pod and escaping. Toby would be extremely furious, beyond belief. But Goku would then calm down and say, we have to focus on what just happened. And that's the end of the video, you guys. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more. I'm probably putting a link to my Instagram down below, because that's where I post the what ifs I'm working on, the thumbnails for them, so you guys know what I'm doing. And please, please, please subscribe to my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, I mean. Well, that's it, you guys. This has been King Majin, signing out.